What is going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here today on ESGNet of Madden 20, and this is the face of the franchise QB1 with Khalil Kelley, as we're back here for episode 27. And originally when I was putting this video together, I was like, I don't know if originally I said I was not going to show you guys the preseason. I was going to kind of skim through it, just show you guys some of the scores and stuff like that. But the preseason was so interesting, I had to show it. So I'm going to show you guys some of the highlights of the preseason here. Of course, he's not going to be in much of this preseason here. As you take a look at some of the teams that we'll be playing against, we'll be on the road here for the first game against the Giants. Of course, again, we're going to have hosting the Kansas City Chiefs there in that Thursday night game, and then the Steelers, and then on the road to Seattle to finish off this 4-game preseason schedule. So we won't see too much action here, at least in this first game here. Second game, well, he's going to play at least the first half. Third game, well, that's usually the dress rehearsal, as many will call it, as he will play probably the majority of the game there, probably playing for sure the first half, and then probably a little bit of the third quarter, just depending on his performance-wise and getting some snaps in there, just kind of getting him used to getting him back into the into the motion of being in football again. And then of course the fourth game, I believe we'll have some action, but it may be limited. I can't really remember. But yeah, we're going to be here on the road here at MetLife going against the Giants, as they have a new QB there, and we'll see what he's won't necessarily see what he's doing, but of course he looks like a pretty good player here, and we'll see Khalil here in action, see what he can do in this preseason game. Here's one of the rookies that they gotten, Robbie Anderson there, some pretty good numbers there from him, and he will definitely be a threat there on that Giants offense there. So we'll see Khalil now in action here. Of course, Miami coming off a big win over the over the off season there. Of course, won the Super Bowl there at home, and as we see a 3rd and 8 here, they're going to try to see if they can convert for this first down. But Khalil, he's got some offers to some different companies, Gatorade and all those others, and he said he's been just relaxing and just trying to take some time to himself and of course with his family, and just get caught up with old friends and just trying to enjoy that season. Of course, he knows now it's time for him to get back to work, as we'll see a 2nd and 5 here. But yeah, pretty much he knows he's going to get back. He's going to have to get back to the swing of things here, as we do start the 2nd season for him. And of course, you'll see all that here coming up in the next episode, as we'll start week 1 of the season. But I just want to show you guys the preseason here and show you some of the numbers for the most part. Now, of course, we have some new players here on offense. We got Rudolph there as one of our tight ends. He's going to be helping us out there in the tight end position. So we still have Allen, but I think Rudolph is going to be a great upgrade for us for the tight end set there. And it looked like they're trying to run with a 3 tight end set. It kind of reminds me of something that New England did back in the heydays there, when they got Gronk and of course several other players there to help him out in that situation. Take a look there. That's some of our X factors, and of course we only got 2 X factors right now, Kelly and Drake, and then of course we got a couple superstar players like Mr. Kenny Stills there, gets a nice catch for the first down, and that will put him there at the 5-yard line. But yeah, look, for the most part here, it's been a pretty playing the series so far, it's been a lot of fun. I have been upgrading or kind of using some sliders here from Matt Tins. If you guys know, and I'm sure you guys probably do, follow him on YouTube here. Definitely check out his channel. But he has some pretty good realistic sliders here, and I've been kind of using those along with some areas, I think, at least for this, particularly for this series here, that we'll focus in on, basically on accuracy, and also receivers catching, and of course the offensive line. So really mostly, for the most part there, it's going to be offensive stuff that we're going to be working on. We're not going to really necessarily we're gonna leave the default sliders there for the defense, both on the user and the CPU. So yeah, I've been kind of testing out some sliders here, and just trying to see what works for us. As you see, ooh, Eli Manning's still with them. Wow, they still have him on. Oh no, excuse me, that's Coleman. I thought that was Eli there, but no, it's Coleman there. He's wearing Eli's number, number 10. If you take a look there, Kelly's wearing a new number there. I think I mentioned it in the last episode there, and that he does have now number 5. Of course, his growing up, his childhood hero, no other than Donovan McNabb. And apparently, McNabb's going to be coming talking to him before game or before week 1 there. He's going to go and visit Kelly and the boys there in Miami here, coming up in that week 1 game. So that should be really fun there. He's really excited about meeting him, and of course, he idolized McNabb and his abilities there, playing for Syracuse, and then later on becoming a Philadelphia Eagle. And that's something that Kelly really is one of Kelly's all-time favorite quarterbacks as a kid. So he's gonna get a chance to meet McNabb, and going to Disneyland, or Disney World, I should say, over the off season there. He had a lot of fun there. Just take a look here at the receiving numbers, and like I said, not too much there in this first game. A lot of the starters did play some. They get a couple of snaps, got a couple of reps in the game, but for the most part here, just trying to see what these guys do. And most importantly, these games here, just kind of get these guys warmed up, get them ready to go. But most importantly, it's going to be the players that we brought in here. We got a couple good players that we brought in, and they might not make huge impacts now, but at some point here, with a couple snaps there, we got a couple of hidden dev guys that I mentioned in the off-season video here in this series, and those guys are going to be really important for us coming up here. I think we got 4 or 5 hidden development there. So with what I think they have to have over 700 snaps or something like that. We can unlock those hidden devs there. That will really help us, and we can see where we're going to be at with those guys there, and see how much of an impact they'll affect our team. Hopefully they'll be help us very quickly, and just kind of keep this ball going that we have right now currently. Winning the Super Bowl last year, going undefeated in both in the regular season and in postseason, and just really just being dominant there. So we'll see that will continue here as we move on here. As we take a look here, look at the next matchup here, and we play against Kansas City here at home. Kansas City, of course, their first week there, they play against South Carolina, or I should say the Carolina Panthers, and had a pretty good showing there. Of course, the Kelsey and all those guys there didn't play too much there, but for the most part here, at least looking at their team, they still have pretty much the same nucleus that they currently have in real life. Looks like they had a pretty good game there against the Panthers. So we'll take on Kansas City at home. It'll be the first home game for the preseason here, as you see them getting ready, and they're ready to rock here in South Beach. And of course, people in South Beach probably been celebrating and still celebrating now since the Super Bowl win. And of course, we won the Super Bowl of all things at home, so that's always nice to see. So a lot of fans, especially the season ticket holders there, didn't have to worry about their seat being taken from them. Of course, I'm pretty sure those tickets are pretty darn expensive, but nonetheless, Khalil and company are going to get ready for this next game. And of course, this is going to be a tough game here. Kansas City does have a pretty decent defense here, and especially the passing rush there, they're pretty good on. And that's one thing Khalil's definitely going to have to really work on the course of his game and throughout his career. So we're going to be seeing 2 good quarterbacks. Of course, Khalil being that Mr. MVP, and of course former MVP just a couple seasons ago, Patrick Mahomes. We'll see Patrick Mahomes in this game. He'll get a couple snaps. As we take a look here And we're about midway through the first quarter as Miami's going to get the ball here on their own 13. And Kelley here is going to hand this one off to Drake. And, Drake's going to be a real, he's going to have to be a difference maker for us to really help out Khalil and take some of that pressure off of him in the passing game there. We really need Drake to really step up. I think with one of the halfbacks that we do have, I think one of them I mentioned earlier is a hidden depth trait. So we can get some snaps in there and get him on the field more often and help us out there. It'd be nice to have a two-headed monster there in the backfield that can really do some damage here on the ground and really just cause some issues, especially, not to mention, just in the receiving aspects of things. Get some of that, of course, Kyle Rudolph he's a guy he's pretty clutch. Not there in that part, as you see Tyrone Matthew gets a hold of us there on that sack. But we got Allen still on the team there. He's a veteran. He was very key to our Super Bowl victory there last season. Of course, we got a young man by the name of Benjamin, one of the new and upcoming tight ends, who is he's recently just signed with us, and still got Galicki. And so it's looked like our receiving core, especially in the tight end position here, is pretty solid there. We got some guys that can really be pretty clutch. Almost had that one as Kyle Rudolph just couldn't get a hold of that one. Go to 2nd and 10, ball on our own 20. Kelley here just launches that one down the middle there, and that is going to be a great catch as he is now at the 41 on that 21-yard reception. So we are trying to make Khalil's arm stronger. That is one thing I do want to work on this season. I think I'm pretty comfortable with him as a scrambler, but we are going to start working more, focusing on just having him have a stronger arm, and just be able to step in the pocket and just take the ball and just not necessarily launch it, but just fire down the field and just make sure we make some good clean catches, good clean passes, so our receivers get some good clean catches. So that is definitely we're going to be working on here over the course of his career. Of course, he is right now 96 overall, so he has potential to get up to 99 before he starts to regress, going downhill. And I don't see that happening no more than here probably after season 5, if we even get that far here in this series, which I would love to, because this is, like I said, it's been a fun series to put together, and just a ton of good story here with him as last year. And I know it's not realistic or anything like that, but just a magical season there for him. And this year is just going to be just as tough. People now have seen what he can do there on the field with that football, both in the air and through the ground. So there's going to be a lot of people watching, and a lot of people, of course, hopefully taking some good notes, especially the Patriots there. We faced the Patriots 3 times, twice in the regular season. We beat them home and away, and then turned around, went on the road in a playoff game and beat them there to go to the move on into the eventually meeting up with the Browns in the AFC Championship game, which is very fun to play. But nonetheless, eventually, talking to Khalil, he knows this ride's going to only last for so long. He wants to, just ride till the wheels fall off, as a lot of the young kids say nowadays. As we'll see, Khalil here just drills this one there, and that is going to be a touchdown as they're on the board. And have tied this game up now 7-all here in Miami, as another great pass there, and just being very dominant. You see Kyle Rudolph there. One, just like I said, going to be one of those key factors there, especially in the red zone there, who can just get the ball and just have great possession. Just be a great, has great awareness, has definitely a possession type of tight end who can really help us out there in the red zone. As we'll see, that one overthrown there. So Kelley just putting just a little too much spice on that ball there. As we'll see, Kelley now is going to get dropped there from Clark, as that'll be his first sack in the game. So like I said, we're playing the first half, and then of course we'll move on and we'll sim the second half of this preseason game. As Kelley launches this one there off to the right, or excuse me, to the left-hand side there, and that's another great catch. As Kenny Stills, one of the guys that just been really, last year he had over 1,000 yards passing for us. I think we could do that again with him if we can just find the right plays, and that is not a play we would like to see there. That's going to be interception, but there's the fumble. Kansas City drops it, and we turn around and get it back. Wow. So, yeah, that is definitely going to be, it's going to be reviewable instead. So we'll see if this is going to be Kansas City ball. I almost think it probably will be, as he was down. Yeah, he was down. Didn't lose the ball, so it's going to be Kansas City ball. No fumble there, but it is going to be interception on Kelley, as Kansas City will look like they'll have possession here. So we are down by 2 scores, or now to make that down by 10. As we go ahead and sim now this game, it looks like it is going to be Kansas City getting the win there, 23-20. Yeah, tough break there, but that's what it is. It's football. It happens. You win some, you lose some. Kelley there, you see 102 yards, 1 touchdown there for him. 2 sacks twice there. Mahomes only had 180 yards there, no sacks, but had 2 scores. And you see the rest of the numbers there for McAdams there for the Chiefs. So, yeah, like I said, some decent preseason action here. Got some issues still to work on, especially just reading the defense there a little bit better there, as Kelley's just going to have to be a better decision maker going into season number 2. Of course, a lot of people are wondering if this is going to be a sophomore slump for him. Could he, really, could we really possibly see him play as a rookie? As, like I said, mentioned before, there's enough tape on him for this season, for a lot of teams, or from last season to for this season, for a lot of teams to look at and find out where his weaknesses and what he's strong on and what his weaknesses are, and just kind of really take advantage of that. And Kelley, I talked to him about that, and he says he knows that's what's going to be the case here. He's going to try to change up some things that he does there on the line to kind of just have a lot of teams off kilter there, but for the most part here, he says he's going to go into every single game as it's a new game, and just do what he can, do what he's assigned to do, and just try to go out there and put things together there to build a win. So that is definitely something we're going to be looking forward to here. A lot of Miami fans really think that he could bring him once again to the Super Bowl. And the odds makers out in Las Vegas, of course, are kind of picking him as a heavy favorite for this season. And as we take a look here at the preseason standings, just after the first 2 weeks here, Bills right now 2-0, Redskins 2-0, Panthers 2-0, Raiders 2-0, and also the Texans and Bears there 2-0. Move on down here, and we'll see. Cowboys 1-1, Broncos 1-1, Chiefs 1-1. Of course, we are 1-1. Patriots down there with us at 1-1, and then you see some of the 0-2 teams there. Tampa Bay there, of course, in dead last place. All right, so now the season take on the Jets now here, as they are 2-0, and we'll see. Excuse not the Jets, I believe it's the Steelers here. Steelers there to 0-2, as we'll face them coming up in this third game of the preseason. There you see they've lost already now twice in the preseason here, so they're definitely like to try to bounce back here and get a victory here to take on the Raiders there. And it's 21-17. Oakland wins this one. Oakland, pretty good job there. Total yards to gain there, almost 400 yards there in the game. You see a third down, 7 third downs, and Steelers had 7 there, so they did a better job there in the third down conversions department there. But take a look there, some of the numbers there. And of course, Ben Roethlisberger no longer with him, so it's definitely going to be a change there. But Mason Randolph there, he is going to take over there. Of course, James Conner, one of their featured backs there, he's really kind of exploded since Le'Veon Bell has left New York, left to go to New York. And of course, Antonio Brown in this, at least in this version here, is with the Raiders and playing pretty well there. 7 receptions, 121 yards there in that game. Hunter Renfrow, 3 catches for 39 yards and a score for him. So not a bad game there for the Raiders. But for the Steelers, they would like to try to bounce back and try to do something here and try to at least take a peg down here off of the world champion. So even though these games don't count, we have to look and evaluate a lot of players here, not just our not just our veterans, but also our rookies, because the rookies are very important. We got to give them playing time here. We'll see a lot more of that here, but at the same time, this is going to be a game that is going to be a dress rehearsal for a lot of these guys, especially the veterans, and we'll see how well they'll do in this game. So we are at home for this 3rd game in the preseason, and we'll see what we can do in this one. Try to bring home a W, and just try to work out some kinks that we just could not get right in the last game there against the Chiefs. The Chiefs were one of those teams there that are pretty tough to play, regardless at home or on the road. And I would definitely say the Steelers could be the same way, even though they do not have Big Ben. So 2nd and 2 as we start this one off here. First quarter. Hand this one off to Drake. Drake's going to run this one there, and he gets enough there for the first. As now Kelley's under center here again. Now 1st and 10. Ball on their own 32. And again, hand this one off to Drake there. And Drake's still going inside there. He goes on the outside. And that might lose some yardage there. It looks like they're going to say he lost of 2 there on the play. So nice stop there from Jack of the Steelers. So 2nd and 12. Again here. Just trying to work on our game here. Kelley here throws this one up there. That's going to be a great catch there to Kyle. And Kyle gets the catch. And that puts him there at the 45. Like I said, this tandem between these two here, they've got some pretty good chemistry here in these first 2 games now. Looks like they look like this is a pretty good setup here that they went after here in the free agency market this off season. I know talking to a lot of the coaches there, they said that this is one of the players that they really thought that could really help Khalil out in this, to kind of build him up in the second season. And Randolph, there you see, just breaking a tackle there and keeping his feet moving there. He's, of course, a big target there. So Khalil has somebody that, besides Allen to really throw to that can get those 50-50 balls, especially going deep with Randolph there. You see another run there, and again, going down the field. This is a young guy named Benjamin, as he makes a nice catch and gets down to the 11-yard line for the huge first down. So like I said, some big tight ends here, some tall guys there. Kelley's going to like this very much, and so far it is working for his favor. And so we're on the 11 now, the Steelers, and Kelley here is going to drop back here, throws this one up there. That one's gonna be tipped away, and that's going to be a complete pass as we go now 2nd and 10. Kelley under center, looking like they're going to go ahead and pass this time here. Kelley dropping back here, looking, fires, throws this one up there. That's going to be caught, and that is going to be a touchdown. So now they lead it now 7-0. Move on now to the later part of the first quarter. And Kelley here hands this one off there to Drake. And that is not what we need to see from the offensive line. The offensive line has been retooled some. But for the most part here, we still got guys from last season. As Kelley, is going to get drilled. And he holds on that ball just way too long. And that is going to be a sack. Put him there at their own 14. So they're going to be forced to punt the ball. And we'll see what he can do here in this next drive. Let's go into the second quarter. 9:28 left here in this quarter, and we'll hand this one off to Drake. Drake here gets in between the tackles there, and he'll get a couple there on the play. 2nd and 5. Another opportunity here for Kelley to do something here in the pass-wise. He throws this one up there. That one's going to get caught, and that is going to be a first down for the Fins. So 1st and 10, ball on their own 40, still on their own side of the ball. Excuse me, I should say those their own side of the field. That is going to go ahead and just be a short gain. So 2nd and 9. Kelley again here trying to get something going here. As they have a small margin lead here. Kelley there throws this one up there. That is going to be passed. And that is going to be a opportunity there. As they do not, or I should say good opportunity there for the Pittsburgh to force them now go for a 3rd and 14. So, there's going to be a pass play here. Deep pass there. That's going to be caught. And there's a flag on the field here. As we'll see the ball at the 36-yard line. It's going to be a face mask. And that is going to be on Miles Jack. So Miles Jack just playing a little too aggressive. He's going to have to be settled down here, I'm sure. The coach is going to have to tell him, hey, you're costing us yardage here. So 2nd and 10. Kelley here goes ahead, rolls out here. He's going to take off here. And, holds on to the football there. And that is going to be a short gain of about 3 on that one. Go now 3rd and 8. Kelley, go ahead, drops back here. Throws this one there, and that is going to be caught. And that is another 1st down. Puts him inside the 10. Nice catch there from Benjamin. Another big target there. So now 1st and goal. Ball on the 8. Man in motion for Miami. Looks like it's going to be Dwayne Allen. Hand this one off to Drake. Drake's going to get there. And he is going to get to the 6 for a short gain of 2. So now we'll go to 3rd and goal here. Ball on the 1. Pretty much you can call anything here. And we'll see a handoff here. Going to Drake. And Drake gets pulled down. And does not get anything on that one as he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be a 4th and goal. And Kelley and coming there and have to make a decision. So they end up going for it there. 14-3. And we'll see now 1st and 10 here. Kelley. He's going to drop back here. Throws this one up there. That one's going to be battered away. Dangerous throw there. Easily could have been caught by that defender. As we go now to a 3rd and 12. Kelley drops back here in the pocket. And throws this one up there to Kyle. And Kyle gets another great catch for the huge 1st down. So there you see 5 catches, 75 yards here. And like I said, this is going to be a good tandem between these two, along with Kenny Stills and Albert Wilson. Man, talk about a dangerous receiving corps we could have here coming up in this season. So we're now at the 2-minute warning here. 2nd and 8. We'll see what Kelley's going to do here. He's going to pass here. And, he's going to get hit as he tries to throw there. That's going to be T.J. Watt, the younger brother of J.J. Watt. And that is going to be a loss as they'll now have to try to see what they can do here on 3rd and 16. Try to convert for this 1st down. And we'll see ball in 37. Oh, wow. Good call there. Good blitz call from the Steelers. And they will get him there in that one. So move on now to the 2nd half here. Start with the 3rd quarter. We'll see ball in the 25. Throwing this one up there. That is going to be denied. As that one is not going to be caught by Drake there. So incomplete pass. 3rd and 18. Another shot here for a big 3rd down conversion. Let's throw this one up there. And that one gets tipped away. Oh my goodness. Close. But thank goodness they dropped it. So still 14-3. As we move on here now in the 3rd quarter. As that one is going to be, it's not going to be caught. That was a bit of a dangerous pass there for the receiver to get drilled there. Great catch there from Kenny Stills as he gets the 1st. He'll be marked at the 31. Stills there now 3 catches for about 22 yards now here in the game. 1st and 10. Again, trying to at least put up another score here before he's being taken out in at the start of the 4th quarter. And we'll see another great catch there. So enough, but not enough to get to the 1st, as we'll now be short just 2 yards. We'll see if we can get these 2 yards there for Drake, and Drake does a great job. He would have kept going forward, kept going, in that forward direction. I think he would have broke it. So now 1st and 10, ball on their own 44. We'll see what they can do here. As we'll see, Kelley drops back here, fires, throws this one up the middle there. That's going to be caught. And that is going to be a 1st down. Nice job as they're able to do something with that. Now we go 1st and 10. We'll see here, handoff there to Drake. And Drake, well, he'll get this one. That'll just be shy. Go on now to a 3rd and 1. Hand this one off to him. And he is going to break a tackle or two, and he does get enough there for the first. So 4:08 left here. We're still trying to get something here on the board here before Kelly and the rest of the first team decides to call it quits for the night. So now 1st and 10. Kelly here looking. He can't find nobody. And oh, he almost got away there, but they take him down. To Witt comes in there for the sack. That's a loss of 8 on the play, making it now 2nd and 18. So now 2nd and 18. Ball on the 36 here. Kelly here, dropping back here. He drops back too far there. He's going to get caught there. And that's another sack for DeWitt as he gets his 2nd sack in the game. Now having 2.5 sacks here today. 3rd and 24. Big play here for Kelly. Big pass. Can they get this one? And no, that cannot be caught. Incomplete pass there for Kyle Randolph, and that is going to make it a 4th and 24. As we'll go ahead and move along here. We'll sim the rest of this game here. See if we can get something going here, and no, we cannot. So that's now 2 straight now we have lost here in the preseason, losing 17-14. Kelly 13-20 with 173 and 1 score. Mike Chandler taking over for Ben Roethlisberger. He is 10 of 18, 110. Mason Randolph there, 6 of 10. Josh Rosen, 5 of 9. He had an interception in the game there. That didn't really help us too much. Josh Sanders had a score as our 3rd string quarterback. And then let's see, Drake, 17 of 36, no score. And then you see the rest of those. The only one that got Snell was the one that was scored rushing wise. As for receivers there, Gesicki, you see there, he got a catch there, a nice couple catches there and a score. And we're just checking out the rest of these numbers there. So just a tough break there. Of course, their 2nd string was a little bit better than ours, as they were able to score 10 points there in the 4th quarter to come back and win that one 17-14. So tough break there for us. But hey, let's try to bounce back here. Let's try to go even 500 now in this preseason action, as we have one more game to go here, and we'll see how well we can do in this one. Of course, there will be, like I said, limited action here, not too much, as we're taking on the Seahawks, and we'll see what we can do here in this one. As you take a look there, yeah, playing the Seahawks on the road there in Seattle, and we'll see how we do in this one. Take a look there, and there you see their last game, 35-6 in Buffalo. So they had a really good game. There you see 40 minutes of possession time. Wow, really did a great job there controlling the ball. And we'll see Russell Wilson there, 3 scores, 188. He had a very nice evening there in Buffalo. Teddy Bridgewater on the hand, not so good. He only has 61 yards there. Not a good completion rating there from him. Rashad Penny, 25 carries for 84 yards, a fumble, but he did score. And there you see the rest of those guys for rushing and receiving. Cole, there you see 4 catches for 52 yards and a score. Tyler Lockett, K-State guy, had a good game there, 3 catches for a score in that Week 3 matchup with the Buffalo Bills. So we'll see what we can do here in Seattle. Hopefully it won't be a blowout that Seattle put on the Bills. Hopefully this will be a close score game. We, like I said, we want to try to be 500 here and try to see what we can do in this one. And really, for the most part here, this 4th game is going to be really all about some of these younger guys trying to get a position here to help them out going into their this final week here. Of course, we got a couple more. We got this one, I think, last bit of cuts here coming up. So a lot of these young guys here who are undrafted free agents or guys are walking in onto the team here, this is pretty much their last chance to dress here in our uniforms and try to do something here. Of course, you know, they could get picked up by other teams, but for the most part here, this is it. This is the last game that really, we don't have to worry about really be taken too seriously here. I mean, even though, regardless, it's a game, we've got to take it seriously. But for the most part here, this is the last chance that we can make any adjustments here before we get the season going here. Ooh, that's not a good sign there. Seeing one of our top guys there drop a football there. As you see, Kyle Rudolph there, his good numbers there, his player ratings. Pretty good ratings overall for the most part here, and we'll see if he can have a better game than he did last week. So now 1st and 10 here, ball on the 25. As you see, Kelley here drop back in the pocket. That's going to be a catch, and that is going to be a just shy of the first there on that one. 3rd and 9 now, and we'll see what Kelley can do here. If he can try to convert for the first down here. Oh, nice job heaving that football there. And that's going to be enough there as he gets to Kyle again for the first. So 15 yards catch on that one. Move on now here. Ball on the 41. Kelley dropping back in the pocket here. Drops back deep in the pocket there. Throws this one up there for a prayer. But that one's going to be dropped there. That's going to be a fumble. Oh, no. Not what we want there. Trying to get down the field there, and Kenny Stills drops it there. Come on, Kenny. That's not like you. So now we'll see now 1st and 10 here. Kelley again now drops back, throws this one up there. That's going to be a nice basket catch there to Kyle Randolph. As I keep saying Randolph, it's Rudolph. As he gets a nice catch for the first. Ball on the 43. Kelley looking there. Oh, he got to get rid of it there. As he gets caught there by Corey Liggett there. Gets a hold of him there, and that's going to be a sack. Now 3rd and 8 here, big play. He's going to have to get rid of this ball here quickly as they cannot get to the first down marker. They're going to be shy quite a bit there. And that's going to be now the 48. So Kelley here going to the sidelines here, see what kind of news or any kind of assistance that he can get there. But, oh, Seattle, they're now trying to get in that blowout territory here as, they might be able to do the same thing like they did just last week to Buffalo. Oh boy. Wow, yeah. 34-7 is your final score. So we go 1-3 for the preseason here. Not what you want to see here after coming off a huge Super Bowl victory, or getting a Super Bowl victory there. We don't want to settle here. We want to try to, put the pedal to the metal and get back to playing some good football. As we take a look here, Russell Wilson 9 of 10, 125 there in the short amount of time he had. Case Keenum looked like he had a pretty good game there. There you see the rest of the numbers there. Chris Carson 9 of 32, one score for him. Take a look at the Gesicki there. You see 66 was score. Jennings 3 of 80, 2 scores. Cole 3 of 84 and one score there. So yeah, their receivers looking pretty good there. Wow, pretty impressive for just the amount of time they're on the field. As you take a look at our defensive numbers there, and defense is definitely going to still be an issue, but we got to hopefully. I'm hoping that over time we'll get stronger as we go along in this season here. And hopefully there's just some mild hiccups there. For the most part, we made some pretty decent draft picks when it came for defense that were for the most part, but yeah, overall we just really got to get things going. So coming up, hey, look, it's going to be an AFC Championship rematch. This time it will be at home, we played them at home last time. So yeah, a rematch against the AFC Championship game. Browns, Dolphins coming up in week 1 in episode 28. Cannot wait. This is going to be a fun game here. Baker Mayfield had a pretty decent game there in that one, and we'll see him match up against this man right there, Mr. Khalil Kelley, coming up in the next one. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more QB1 here on ESGNet. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord for the latest news and events. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified on when this series or any other series here on the channel is uploaded. And also, don't forget to check us out on Patreon. We have a Patreon page now. Another way that you guys can get a little more, be a little more influential for the channel and the direction we go for different series here on the channel. So thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, keep yourselves and each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.